A sad day in the garden. This is from Genesis chapters 2 and 3. A clear, clean river rippled through Eden, the beautiful garden where Adam and Eve lived with God. Now, in the center of the garden stood two special trees, the tree of life and the tree of knowing good and evil. The river flowed through the garden, watering all the plants and trees. Now, you may eat from every tree in the garden, God told Adam, except for the tree of knowing good and evil. God told Adam, do not eat from that tree, or you will die. Now, God had an enemy who did not like Adam and Eve, and did everything he could to get between them. One day, the enemy came to Eve disguised as a snake, a very sneaky snake. Did God really tell you not to eat from any tree in the garden? The snake asked. No, Eve answered. God said we can eat from any tree except the tree in the middle of the garden. If we eat from it, we will die. It seemed that Eve knew the truth. However, the snake lied to her. You won't die. You will be like God. You will know about good and evil. That's all. Now Eve, she listened to the snake and looked at the fruit on the tree. Oh, it looked so delicious, she must have thought to herself. It looks so pretty. And if it can make me wise as God. Now, Adam and Eve, they both were there and had a choice to make. What would they listen to? What would they believe? Would they believe God's truth, their good instructions that were given to them from God? Or would they listen to Satan's lies? Eve decided to believe what the snake told her instead of what God said. She reached for a piece of fruit and took a bite. She gave it to Adam, who was there with her, and he ate the fruit too. Adam and Eve, they chewed and swallowed and realized that they have made a big mistake. We should have believed God's words. Now they wanted to hide. And later in the day, when they heard God walking in the garden, they ran away from him instead of being close to him like they normally were. God knew where they were, and he knew what they had done. He called to them and said, Adam, Eve, did you do what I told you not to do? Eve gave me the fruit, and I ate it, Adam said. The snake lied to me about the fruit, and I ate it, Eve said. Well, because Adam and Eve had disobeyed God, they could no longer live in the garden with him forever. Because they made the choice to listen to Satan's lies instead of God's truth, someday they would die. God's words were true because God cannot lie. God's instructions were good because he knew what was best for them. You have done what I told you not to do, God said, and now you must leave this beautiful garden. God punished the sneaky snake too. You will crawl on your belly from now on, God said. Despite all the consequences, despite all the bad things that came as a result from their sin, God still loved Adam and Eve. He made new clothes for them before they left the garden, and he had a plan ready. One day, God would send someone powerful, someone perfect, to make things right again.